A quick run through of tonight's teams. Grant McCann has decided to shuffle things. There's been a little bit of talk about how some of the newbies have not really got as much game time as you may suspect from the get-go, and Cannon, Longman and Moncur all come in 3 changes from the 2-0 defeat against Stoke. The back 4 and the goalkeeper is the same this evening. It's Ingram in goal, Coyle, Elder, Greaves and Jones. The midfield 3 sees Moncur just in front of Doherty and Cannon. Keane Lewis Potter stays out on the wing. Wilkes tucks into striker and Longman goes out on the right hand side. The bench for the Tigers sees Tyler Smith, Matt Smith and Richie Smallwood, all 3 players replaced. They find themselves on the bench along with Tom Eaves, Josh Emanuel and Dishon Bernard. Nathan Baxter completes the bench. Cannon will go back towards Jones as the rain now really pours down. Over by Jones towards Louis Coyle, moves it infield towards Longman, who's dropped a little deeper. He will now try and bring the ball down the right hand flank. Wilkes stood out there. Longman will deliver a ball with Keane Lewis Potter waiting in the middle, headed out as far as Elder, 25 yards into Moncur. Now Doherty 25 yards out, takes on the shot, couple of bounces before it reached the goal line, but wide of the target it went. Why not have a go? Why not just wake up the goalkeeper and the back 4 of Blackpool? Wide of the target, but at least there was intent. 0-0.
It's a good play from Longman there. He's put a great ball in, but unfortunately we've only got probably Keane Lewis Potter in the box, so we've got 3 on the edge of the box. Why not gamble? Have a go. Try and score from across.
And goals elsewhere. West Brom lead at Cardiff. Middlesbrough lead against Sheffield United, and Stoke are in front against Preston. Wilkes laying on the ground just on the edge of the penalty area as he got in a bit of a tangle. Maxwell's given the ball away inside the penalty area. Longman, he could square it back to Malik Wilkes here, gets the ball stuck in his feet. They're baying for him to shoot. The crowd comes out to Cannon, he swipes it in air. Moncur takes it on eventually, and it's out of play for a corner kick. Hull City had 3 or 4 glorious chances to pull the trigger. Longman tried to play it into the middle for Wilkes to shoot, and somehow it goes behind for a corner. Blackpool count themselves lucky. Hull City should have hit it much earlier.
There's a mistake from the goalkeeper. He got stuck in the water, and now no one ever shot earlier. I don't know. It's chances like this that can cost you.
Doherty on the halfway line goes to Cannon, moves it back towards Alfie Jones. Jones in towards Malik Wilkes, who is on the right hand side, pushing and shoving with Luke Garber into Andy Cannon. Doherty waits alongside him. He sprays it out towards Keane Lewis Potter into the final third on the left side of the box. Delivered in. Malik Wilkes free header. It's saved by Maxwell, but the whistle went anyway. I think there was a foul in the build-up. Push and shove. The linesman didn't flag for offside.
It's great play from Keane Lewis Potter there. Great run from Callum Elder on the right hand side. The right back's gone with him. Leaves Lewis Potter to bring it on his right foot and put a great ball in, but unfortunately I think Malik Wilkes has just pushed Keogh as he's gone to edit.
4 minutes of normal time remain in this first half. It is Hull City 0, Blackpool 0 for anyone listening on audio.
Yeah, it was a good ball in from Malik Wilkes, close to being offside, but his touch just ran that little bit away from him. And the defender got back in and cleared it, but
there's not many shots materialising Hull City's way as Blackpool have the ball in the final third. It's Whittle to Mitchell, little ball in to find Lavery, and Blackpool take the lead near the half-time whistle. Simple as you like, across into the penalty area, and a simple connection, side-footed by Lavery, combined with power in his stroke, makes it 1-0 to the visitors, and Hull City are behind again and staring defeat in the face again.
We're going to be gutted from that because we've been nothing much between the 2 teams at the moment, but little 1-2, but they didn't follow the runner, and it's a great finish into the roof of the net. Keeper no chance.
The man from Northern Ireland stepping into the Championship, a big step from Northern Irish football into English football's second tier, but he is loving it in the Championship at this moment in time. It's his 5th goal of the season. He is relishing playing up front for the Tangerines. It's Elder into Greaves. Now for Keane Lewis Potter, left hand side. In the final third again. Keane Lewis Potter, a shake and a shimmy. Couple of step overs. Tees up Callum Elder near the byline. Delivers a ball. Looking for the head of Malik Wilkes, 6 yards out. That will just run over his head. Keshi Anderson will try and get around Andy Cannon. These two have locked horns before. Cannon was in Portsmouth colours though when he did so. Coyle lunges in with a nasty challenge by the touchline, and he's going to get a yellow card now. That one was quite a clear-cut decision for the referee, and Keshi Anderson just rolling over the touchline on the far side, getting one down the back of his legs. Yeah, Blackpool have got 7-8 bodies in a line close to proximity of the penalty spot. They're 12 yards out, and Cannon and Elder are the ones on duty to try and deliver into a very tall, physical-looking Blackpool defensive line. Elder with both arms up in the air. Cannon waits over it too, and it will be Elder to deliver, left-footed into the precious area where Wilkes tries to find it, then brought down by Longman, who tries to take a little kick into the ground at it. Grant McCann and some of the players feel that it's taken a deflection off a man in white. Not to be, it'll be a goal kick, but Longman might be disappointed. Even though he had a man in front of him, he wants to hit the target from 5 yards out, and he didn't. This is in a good spot. It's maybe a good 35 to 40 yards out. Cannon standing over it, but he's got the opportunity here to deliver something towards the penalty area. 3 men on the edge of the penalty area on the left side. Jones and Greaves waiting on the right side, with Smith and Doherty keeping the Blackpool team guessing. Cannon will play it short towards Coyle, who's going to chip it up into the penalty area. Wilkes looking to get there. Ball will pop down to Moncur just inside the box. Steps back out of it, trying to make room to get the shot away on his right foot. He dances past one or two, gets the shot away and pushed by Maxwell. It would have hit the side netting. It was never going in, but it's a corner kick which Hull City will gladly take with 21 minutes to go. It's still 1-0 to the visitors, but that's what Moncur needs to do. Elder goes wide towards Keane Lewis Potter. He could feed him through here. Elder, edge of the box on the left-hand side. The recipient from Keane Lewis Potter's pass. Moncur, edge of the area, takes it on. Ekpetetius slides, gets his body in the way, and sends that ball out of the penalty area to Blackpool's safety. Shane Lavery looking to get away from Louis Coyle, who pushed his man to the ground. Will be a free kick after some deliberation, and Louis Coyle's in trouble. He's already been booked. Louis Coyle is sent off for Hull City. 2 yellows equals red, and the former Fleetwood man, whose arch rivals are Blackpool, he wore red for Fleetwood. He sees red for Hull City against Blackpool. They're 1-0 down, the Tigers, and now they're down to 10 men. Louis Coyle pushing his man to the ground and is off down the tunnel with 10 minutes to go. Just had a feeling there'd be a few bookings tonight.
Yeah, but it's not the conditions either that's forced the bookings, it's frustrated players.
Will frustration turn to some form of elation for Hull City as Moncur's in the penalty area? He looks to chip it back towards Tyler Smith inside the 6-yard box, and Maxwell Rosewell saw it all the way and claimed very calmly. Another chance goes away from Hull City. Maxwell, basketball style, pushes the ball out towards Dougal and sets Blackpool on their way. Tyler Smith is now dropping in. Elder has to keep Bowler at bay here as Bowler's in the penalty area. He chops, he changes direction. He could square it across. Ingram gets across very well. Pushes the ball behind. It will be a corner, but the cracks and the avenues to success really starting to show for Blackpool now. They've got a man extra. In comes the corner, headed away by Malik Wilkes. Looking down at the touchlines, there's going to be a change of pace in a moment, and Grant McCann has had to bite the bullet and bring on a defender. He knows he's been overrun, and Dishon Bernard is getting ready to come on for the Tigers. It's a through ball from Jerry Yates. Garbutt waiting inside the penalty area, pushing on from full back and staying forward after taking the corner. They appealed for a penalty, didn't get it. Hull City coming forward though now as the ball pops through towards Moncur down the left-hand channel. He pushes it into the feet of Keane Lewis Potter. He can tee up Eaves! Tom Eaves scores for Hull City! 6 minutes to go. The 10th game of the last championship season. He scored against Sheffield Wednesday to win it. And in the 10th game of this championship season, he might just have bailed out Hull City big time. It's Hull City 1, Blackpool 1.
That's fantastic play down that left-hand side. What a well-worked goal. It's a great, I thought King Lewis Potter was going to shoot, but he's seen Eves on his own on the outside, and it's a fantastic finish on his left foot into the roof of the net. It's well worked, and they've worked hard. They've had to work their socks off for that goal. We've had the chance, and Tommy Eves has taken it.
The only time Blackpool defensively have shown a bit of frailty. They couldn't protect the ball in their midfield. They didn't protect the ball in their box. And Tom Eves nets for the Tigers in front of the south stand. Blackpool, though, looking to try and break their hearts again as they pass the ball around in the midfield. It's Whittle, tries to play it through. Tyrese John Jules, the latest man to come on for Blackpool, tried to get a touch. Hull City all of a sudden have really changed the whole occasion as Eves gathers on the left-hand side, receiving a long ball, looks to drag it infield towards Doherty, finds Doherty, through ball to Smith, on the edge of the area, takes a shot on, well saved by Maxwell, who pushes it to his left-hand side. It will be a corner, but restoration almost became full-on celebration for Hull City. It's a corner and it's 1-1.
It's well worked again. Eves did ever so well on that left-hand side. Worked it into Smith. It's a fantastic save from the keeper. We're starting, even though we've got 10 men, we are starting to find the gaps.
Keshi Anderson just loses control of the ball, and Alfie Jones will look to pop the ball to Keane Lewis Potter. He's caught by his man Sterling. The fans ask the question. They don't get the answer they want. Play goes on. Bowler on the right-hand side, heading towards the penalty area. A shake and a shimmy. Moves into the penalty area. Takes the shot on. Wide of the target. Every Blackpool fan rose to their feet, thinking it was going to head into the back of the net. Josh Bowler, but he couldn't steer the ball enough to give Blackpool the lead again. It remains 1-1, and we can take a breath.